Hello dear students, good evening everyone. This is the first lecture for class 11 physics, and in this lecture we will discuss about the introduction of fundamental physical quantity, and we say that physical world and measurement. In this lecture we will discuss two terms mainly. One thing, that is the concept of physics depends upon which factors and what is physics, and the second thing, the physical quantity and their importance. So just before starting, I want to inform you about physics means what? That is the branch of science in which we deal the study of nature and natural phenomena. As you know, the concept of science also, when we just go through the systematic study of any subject, then that subject is treated as science. Just like when we the study of systematic way of home materials, then there is a concept of home science. And when we study about the concept of geography in systematic way, then there is a concept of geoscience. So each and every subject related to science, whenever in systematic way, then that subject is related to our science, that is particular science subject. So mainly the branch of science, only three here: physics, chemistry and bio. So I am just going to start the physics portion of class 11, that is first introduction to physical world and measurement. Introduction to physical world and measurement. This is class 11th physics, and this the first concept, that is fundamental forces. What are fundamental forces and how they are correlated with each other? So fundamental forces means fundamental forces. First of all, what is the concept of fundamental? Fundamental means that is basic, or you say that elementary, or essential, or initial, or origin. Anyone you can use the word for fundamental. So that depends upon own. It means having unique identity. So in physics there are four fundamental forces. Number one, gravitational force. Gravitational force. Number second, weak nuclear force. Weak nuclear force. Number third, electrostatic force. And number four, strong nuclear force. Strong nuclear force. A gravitational force representing by Fg, and weak nuclear force, that is F W, and electrostatic force, that is Fe, and strong nuclear force, that is F S. So these terms, gravitational force, weak nuclear force, electrostatic force and strong nuclear force, are interdependent. How? That gravitational force, or you say that interrelated. Gravitational force ratio, weak nuclear force ratio, electrostatic force ratio, strong nuclear force, that is equal to 1 ratio 10 power 25 ratio 10 power 36 ratio 10 power 38. This is the important concept in competition exam. Anyone questions, that is based on this concept can be asked. So you have to learn. Here 1 means what? 10 power 1, that gives 1. 10 power 25, 10 power 36, 10 power 38. These are the ratios. And then after this, in the study of physics, there are two principal thrusts are always used. In the study of physics, two principal thrusts are used. What are these two principal thrusts? Number 1, unification. And number 2, reductionism. Very simple concept about unification and reductionism. When you just listen, then everything will be clear about either unification or next one, reductionism. These two terms. Unification means whenever the phenomenon in physics having diverse in nature. Diverse means having broad, we can say that. Diverse in nature, and that phenomena explained with the help of few concepts and rules. Just like whenever apple fall or any object fall on the ground, then there is a concept of attraction, and that attraction that is explained by Newton's law of gravitation. Same as whenever you can take an example of satellite revolving around the planet, and same as the planet revolving around the sun. In all cases, there is a concept of utilization of Newton's law of gravitation. So unification concept is clear or not? I think it will be clear. Listen again. When the diverse phenomena in physics can be explained with the help of some simpler concepts and rules, then there is a concept of unification. And reductionism means what? That is, reduction means reducing. Whenever a bigger or more complex concept can be explained in the terms of their simpler constituents terms, then that concept is defined as reductionism. And example of this one reductionism, suppose in thermodynamics we have to study about thermodynamics, and thermodynamics a bulk concept, and that is explained in the terms of macroscopic. Two things here, one microscopic and second macro. Micro and macro we will discuss later, but listen again. Reductionism concept means bigger or complex concept of physics or phenomenon explained with the help of simpler constituents terms. That is, thermodynamics is a branch of physics and having bulk in nature, and that can be explained on the basis of macroscopic concept or terms. And in microscopic, just like temperature, internal energy and entropy etc. are used to explain about the concept of reductionism. And then after these terms, we are going to start the concept of physical quantity, because in physics, whenever you are knowing about the concept of physical quantity, then your concept of studying physics is clear. There will be no doubt. So physics means what? So we will study about the physics and physical quantity related to each other. So physics, you are knowing about nature and natural phenomena, and whenever nature and natural phenomena that is explained on behalf of physical law, and physical law that is related to physics, and physical law whenever explaining, then there is a requirement of physical quantity always. So physical quantity here, suppose a natural phenomena, that is rainbow. That is rainbow. During rain, whenever the sunlight passes through raindrops, then formation of 7 color pattern on the sky side, whenever just we observe in such a way that the sun lies in back our head and the rainbow portion will be what? Just in front of our head. Then the 7 beautiful pattern on behalf of the physical concept. I will say that on behalf of physical quantity explanation concept. How the physical quantity is used here? Here the physical quantity, that is wavelength of light, is used. Wavelength means what? Physical quantity. And the wavelength whenever passes through the raindrops, that is having a spherical shape, and spherical shape means what? That is a sphere, and a sphere having what? Volume, and volume means that is physical quantity. So whenever the concept of nature and natural phenomena going on with the help of physical quantity or with the help of some physical law, then that concept is related to our physics subject. And physical quantity means all those quantities in the terms of which law of physics can be explained. That quantity is said to be what? Physical quantity. And the physical quantity here are of two types. Just listen again about physical quantity. All those quantities which are used in the explanation of law of physics, then that quantities are defined as physical quantity. And physical quantity here mainly divided into two categories: one fundamental, another derived physical quantity. So we will study about physical quantity in step by step. Let's see what is the concept of fundamental physical quantity and derived physical quantity. Very easy. If you just listen carefully, then everything will be clear. No doubt will later generate. Physical quantity. Physical quantity. Number one, fundamental physical quantity. And number two, that is derived physical quantity. And fundamental physical quantity, that is very easy. All those physical quantity which do not depends upon any other physical quantity, that is fundamental physical quantity. Listen again. All those physical quantity which do not depends upon any other. It means these are the initial or the starting or the basic physical quantity. And mainly here 7 fundamental physical quantity. Number one, length, and number 2, mass, number 3, time, number 4, electric current, number 5, temperature, number 6, amount of substance, and number 7, that is luminous intensity. Luminous intensity. These are the 7 fundamental physical quantity. In some books, luminous intensity at the place of 6 and amount of substance at the place of 7. No matter, you can write in any serial number, but 7 will be. And except these 7, 2 are supplementary physical quantity which are used in practical units, that is angle and plane angle. 2 supplementary physical quantity. Physical quantity. Number 1, plane angle, and number 2, solid angle. And derived physical quantity, very easy. Just listen. All those physical quantity which can be derived, that means that can be obtained, or that can be obtain or that can be taken with the help of fundamental physical quantity. How? Very simple. Example of derived physical quantity, that is force, and force is equal to mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration, and mass, that is fundamental quantity. Acceleration, you all are knowing, that is distance whenever taken in unit time, that is speed, and whenever speed taken in unit time, that is acceleration. It means speed upon time, and speed means what? Distance upon time. It means acceleration depends upon distance and time. Distance means what? Length, and time here fundamental physical quantity. It means force is a derived physical quantity that depends upon mass and acceleration. Acceleration means what? Also derived. So acceleration or speed is equal to distance upon time. Acceleration is equal to speed upon time, or velocity upon time, speed upon time. In such a way, there are so many concepts that is used to obtain derived physical quantity. Derived physical quantity, listen again, force is equal to what? Mass into acceleration, and speed is equal to distance into time, and acceleration is equal to what? Distance upon time, and here acceleration is equal to speed upon time. So all those physical quantity which are derived from fundamental physical quantity, that are derived physical quantity. And just after physical quantity, the concept of units. The concept of units. Listen again. Units means what? Whenever the physical quantity having, then there is a measurement also requirement for the measuring the physical quantity. How much length is given, or how much time passes away, or how much acceleration, or how much mass, that is measured by the terms. Means in case of definition of units, the terms which is used to measure the physical quantity, that is what? Units. Listen again. The terms which are used to measure the physical quantity, that is defined as units. So as like physical quantity, units are also are of mainly two types. Number one, that is fundamental units for measuring fundamental physical quantity, that is length is measured in meter, and mass is measured in kilogram. They are the fundamental units. Fundamental units. And time is measured in second. Electric current is measured in ampere, and temperature is measured in Kelvin. Kelvin is standard unit, and Celsius also having a unit. And here amount of substance, that is measured in mole, and luminous intensity, that is measured in candela. And here derived physical quantity, that is measured in derived unit. So force is measured in Newton, that is hundredth unit, or kilogram meter per second square. Very simple, kilogram meter per second square here. And then after this, kilogram meter per second square. Speed, that is unit meter per second, and acceleration unit meter per second square. Here same as supplementary physical quantity also measured in the terms of supplementary units. Plane angle measured in, that is radian, and side angle measured in steradian. So that's all for today. We will discuss about the definition of fundamental units in next lecture. That is very, very important, because in definition, when you are knowing the some specific concept, then you can define, otherwise no chance. Because in definition, so whenever the concept is given, that concept means what? That is the experimental based concept. either in case of measurement of length in the terms of meter, or measurement of mass in the terms of kilogram, or measurement of time in the terms of second. Each and every concept of fundamental physical quantity, whenever measured in the terms of fundamental units, that concept on behalf of the experimental view. So there will be no change in the definition of the units of fundamental physical quantity. So we will discuss about the units of fundamental physical quantity in lecture 2. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.